I thought it would make him happy. For weeks, I debated what to get my dad for his 50th birthday. A watch? Too impersonal. A vacation? He'd never go. Then it hit me, money. A check big enough to take the pressure off, to give him the freedom he never had. $20,000. It wasn't just money, it was proof. Proof that I'd made something of myself, despite everything. Proof that I wasn't just some kid who plays on a computer all day. Proof that I could take care of them, the way they were supposed to take care of me. I pictured the moment 100 times. Him opening the envelope, eyes widening. Maybe a nod, maybe even God forbid a thank you, son. Instead, he just stared at it. Then, slowly, he tore the check in half. You can't buy my respect, he said, his voice even, deliberate. And my mother? She just laughed. A sharp, mean little sound. We don't need money from a keyboard clown, she sneered, shaking her head like I was some kind of joke. I felt the heat rise in my face. I waited for anything to make it make sense. Maybe he'd break into a grin, say he was messing with me. Maybe she'd stop smirking long enough to realize what she'd just said. But no. They were serious. I stood there, hands clenched, the shredded check on the floor between us. You're ungrateful, I said, my voice shaking. You act like I owe you everything, but I don't. I try to help, and this is what I get? You think writing checks makes you a man? My father shot back. Real men don't throw money at problems. Real men. I'd spent my whole life trying to prove myself to a man who never thought I was enough. Not tough enough. Not hardworking enough. Not real enough. And now, even when I was giving them something real, something tangible, he still found a way to dismiss it. You know what? I exhaled, shaking my head. Fine. I turned and walked out. And then I stopped paying their bills. At first, nothing happened. A week went by. Then 2. No calls, no texts, no half-hearted attempts at reconciliation. Just silence. And I told myself that was fine. Then the calls started. At first, just 1 or 2. Then 5. Then 10. Then dozens. My mother, my father, even my younger sister who never used to call me at all. The voicemails were a slow descent from pride to desperation. The first few were smug. So, you think cutting us off makes you a big man? Let's see how long you last without us. Then they turned annoyed. Pick up the damn phone, you little brat. Then pleading. We have bills, you know. This isn't funny. And then, finally, the truth. Your father's car is being repossessed. The electricity might get shut off. We need help. I sat there, staring at my phone, the screen lighting up over and over with their names. It would be so easy to fix everything. A few clicks, a wire transfer. I could make it all go away. But I didn't. Instead, I let it ring. I thought it would feel good, standing my ground. That I'd feel powerful for once, like I was finally the one in control. But mostly, I just felt tired. Because the truth is, I didn't stop paying their bills to punish them. I did it because, for the first time, I wanted to see if they actually valued me, not just what I could give them. And now, I had my answer. I wasn't a son to them. I was a wallet. A week later, my father showed up at my door. I almost didn't recognize him. He looked smaller. Not physically, but in the way a man looks when he's lost a fight he never thought he'd lose. You made your point, he said, not looking at me. Now, come on. Your mother's waiting in the car. Waiting? For what? An apology? A bailout? Why are you here? I asked, arms crossed. His jaw tightened. We need help. Do you? I said, letting the words sit between us. A long silence stretched out. Then, finally, he met my eyes. And for the first time in my life, I saw something I never thought I'd see in my father. Uncertainty. Not anger. Not disappointment. Just a man who had spent his whole life believing he was untouchable, finally realizing that he wasn't. And suddenly, I wasn't angry anymore. Just done. I'm not your bank, I said, my voice steady. I'm your son. And if you can't respect me when I don't give you money, you don't deserve me when I do. He didn't argue. He just nodded, turned, and walked away. I wish I could say that was the end of it. That they apologized, or changed, or finally saw me as more than just a paycheck. But they didn't. And that's okay. Because for the first time in my life, I've stopped chasing their approval. Stopped waiting for them to see me. I see myself now. And that's enough.